not even gonna talk about it because it might seem a little awkward, but it was like something that happened in Super that had me like, "Yo, Roshi, you tripping right now? You on some super crazy pervert stuff?" You remember Par? I think his name was Par. Yeah, the little cat that can transform.
He
anything.
Yamcha homie.
Yeah, he could turn to like a. He used to turn himself to like anybody, or he turns himself to a girl or whatever.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you like just a short piece. They were trying to convince Master Roshi to join them in a tournament for the universe, for their universe, to defend their universe. And like Master Roshi kind of, I guess he didn't really want to do it. So to convince him to do it, Par turned into like this bad female. But he was like, I'll only join on one condition. And he told him what he had to turn into. I don't know what he said he gonna do to him, but he told him to turn into a female. And he wanted him to turn to a young female. And they went into this shed, bro. And all I heard was a whole bunch of screaming and fighting. And he was like, "No, what are you doing?"
No.
And I was like, "Roshi, you know this is." I don't even know if that cat was that cat a girl or a boy.
I don't know.
I think that cat might have been a girl cat.
I don't know.
That's still weird, but I was just like, "Yo, what's going on?" And like Master Roshi he was out of hand on that episode, bro. But like Goku just whatever. He was like, if he can get him to fight, then go ahead and just do it. Like, do whatever he wants you to do so he can come join us in the fight. Like, that's all Goku mind focused on. Goku like do whatever he say.
That's all you care about is fighting.
Fight. We get to fight, guys. We need one more person to join the team. If he's like Goku, he gotta stop, man.
Savage, man. So what's some of your other favorite cartoons outside of Dragon Ball Z? You named Dex. What?
I'd say Courage, Dragon Ball Z, and Street Fighter. Some other ones that I definitely did like. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Oh yeah, that was fire.
What are you doing, boy?
That cartoon was like really dark though. Like I don't know, it was dark.
Mandy.
It was funny. It was funny.
Billy, nobody likes you. Mandy was like so mean to her brother.
But I thought they was friends.
They were best friends.
They were
like,
just
Billy,
friends.
Nobody likes you, Billy. Like, didn't she end up falling in love with Erwin at one episode? I think he put a love spell on her. Or he got Grim to put a love spell on her. Cause like Erwin was like, "Hey yo, I really like you, yo. Like I love Mandy. Oh, Mandy." Like Erwin, bro. I went to school with a guy that talked like Erwin. And he'd say yo on everything. He said it was a black guy with an afro and everything.
His
name was Zach. His name was Zach. Zach would say yo on everything. I'm like,
shout out to Zach, bro. You sound like Erwin from Grim Adventures of Maryland.
Billy and Mandy.
The Grim Adventure. What is it? All right, I'm going on
like,
to the next one.
I was like, why is he always saying yo?
I vibe with the Rugrats, man.
It was just too classic, old school looking for me.
Man, you was.
I watched it. I watched all the episodes though. I watched all the episodes. I did like it.
First, you said SpongeBob, not a. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying
Rugrats.
It's cool. I don't know. I had started getting addicted to high quality.
My boy Tommy was
design wise
was fire, dog. He was the realest baby ever in the world, man.
Yeah.
Like, the smartest baby, bro.
They needed a better playpen because
if you think about it,
this man had tools in his diapers. Like
Rugrats may have inspired the Family Guy to come up with the character Stewie.
Because he did have a little football head, like a little ugly head. I don't know what kind of.
Not even that though. I'm just like think about like how Tommy was always like
he was bad and stuff.
Tommy wasn't bad. He was just adventurous. He was always getting into stuff, and he was like he could talk. That's what I'm getting at. He could talk, but nobody else could.
What was the dog's name?
Understand him. Spike.
Yeah.
And on Family Guy, like Stewie can talk, and nobody really can like understand him. Sometimes they do.
They just never pay attention because Lois caught on one time. Like she caught on that he actually can speak.
Yeah, no, I'm saying sometimes they can make it seem like because sometimes he'll talk to Chris, and and other times it's like he can only talk to Brian and that's it. Or sometimes he'll talk to like other random characters, and other times like nobody else can understand Stewie.
Yeah,
but that's why I'm saying like the Rugrats, all the babies could talk to each other, but they couldn't talk to the adults.
Stupid thing.
And like Tommy was always like. He had that screwdriver all the time, and Stewie always creating like all kind of crazy stuff,
contraptions.
But I could be wrong, but maybe they got inspiration for the character Stewie from Family Guy from Rugrats.
But so you might be onto something. What's something else, man? What's your other cartoons, boy?
That Dexter's Laboratory.
It's Dexter's Laboratory.
How was he the only person in his family with that accent? and everybody else just had a regular American accent.
Yeah, I don't know. Did they have a white picket fence? I know that, or did they had a fence in general? I think so. About like I thought about like the way their family looked. It was like the ideal American family situation, like in old magazine or comics and newspaper stuff. Like the mother that cooks the apple pies, the father that works hard every day, briefcase all the time. Their children are taken care of. It's a happy family. It was like, yeah, she's always cooking in her apron, always in the kitchen cooking a pie.
Yeah.
While the dad reads newspapers in the living room. It was like that typical American vibe.
I gotta go back and watch like all these cartoons we talk about. I ain't watched these in years, honestly, bro.
Look for subliminals. I know they were in there.
Cow and Chicken, though, that was one of my favorite shows.
Cow and Chicken, go. Cow
and you know how like in all the older cartoons, like the like adult and grown characters, and sometimes the human characters, like especially if the main characters were animals.
Yeah,
like, you can't never see their face. All you can see is like their waist up.
They didn't even have an upper body.
Nah,
I saw the shadow one time.
And
it was just legs.
Have you ever like seen? Like,
it was just waist and legs.
All those conspiracy theories.
I was like, wait, what?
Like, because there's all these theories out about like the cartoons we grew up watching, like the Rugrats. Like, it was one that Tommy was like dead the whole time, and like, no, it was Angelica. Mm-hmm. It was that the Rugrats, the little babies, were a figment of her imagination. Because her parents, they had like a miscarriage. Mm-hmm. So she was imagining the Rugrats like as, you know, and Tommy was like the little brother that she wished she could have had, but her parents, they had a miscarriage. So she was like imagining Tommy and the other Rugrats.
Oh, that's crazy. But that probably would have been something good, but they all grew up together and went to college or high school. So, because they had Rugrats all grown up.
True. So that, yeah. But now that was just
maybe at the time that probably would have made sense until the episode, the new show came out.
That was in one of the I guess a bunch of videos on YouTube, bro, that like how like top 10, you know, mind boggling theories or theories that ruin your childhood and make you like rethink your favorite cartoons of all time, and it'll make you think, man. It's crazy though. But I take back what I said earlier. SpongeBob was my second favorite cartoon growing up. My first favorite was Arthur.
Arthur was, yeah.
And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day.
A wonderful kind of day. I love it.
If we can learn to live with each other.
It was nice.
Yeah, bro. Listen to your heart. Listen to your beat. Listen to the...
I love that band. That song was fire.
What band is that?
That was on Arthur. There was a band that like everybody was listening to the. I forgot what the band was called, but like everybody in the school was like when they wanted to go to the concert, they go listen to that song. It was a group. It was like
Nah, you got that mixed up, bro. You know what you're thinking
that
of?
was on Arthur.
You're thinking of Doug.
No, it wasn't.
No. Killer Tofu.
No, dude, it was on Arthur.
Yeah, bro.
I have to find it. I don't know what the band was called.
And Doug was fire, man. I love Doug.
I'm about to try to find it, bro.
Did you know that Doug was on Nickelodeon and Disney? Like
he was?
Yeah, I think he first started out on Nickelodeon and they canceled it, and Disney bought the rights to it or something like that.
Is that where that movie came from? No. Yeah, is that what the movie? They had that movie with the that was Doug when they had the movie with the swamp monster? Because there was a movie about a swamp monster, but I think it was really somebody in this costume or something like that.
Now, that was an episode, I think. Maybe.
No, I think it was a movie because I had the toy. I think it was, yeah.
Doug had a movie? Man, we gotta go back and...
I think Doug did have a movie, bro.
We gotta go back and look at some of this stuff.
Because I can go right now. Let me just search it up. You can continue to conversate about what you would like to, but I'm gonna try to search this up real quick.
But back to Arthur though, man, like, because I had the books and everything growing up, and you know I would read the books, and the cartoon would come on at 4 or 4:30 every day, and I would be there right there, PBS, at my grandma's house.
Yeah, when Disney took over, my bad.
Ready, man. Like, I gotta watch Arthur, man. Arthur was a G, man. That's my boy. That was my boy, man. Shout out to Arthur. Shout out to Francine. Shout out to my boy Buster. Shout out to the homie Binky. Shout out to my cousin Brian. Brian, yeah, what's up, bro? Hey, you the smartest cat I know, my guy. And
Fire.
shout out to Mrs. The lunch lady. I forgot her name. Mrs. Grady. Mrs. Grady. Shout out to Miss Grady. You know. Shout out to
Miss Grady.
I ain't fooling with, I'll shout out to Muffy. Shout out to Muffy. You know what I'm saying? All my people out there in Elwood City, holding it down for the city, for the crown. My people out there living around.
Oh, that man got bars. But I just found it. Doug did have a movie. I think it's called Doug's First Movie. But I think that monster thing was just an episode though.
Remember the episode where he had that burger costume on, and then Skeeter's little brother kept saying like burger.
Oh no.
Bro, that was funny because he had to wear that costume. I forgot why he had to wear that costume, honestly, but he had to.
I don't remember that.
He wore that to like a picnic or something, and I think Skeeter's little brother knew that that Doug was in the costume, and he didn't want nobody to know he was in there, but he kept like calling his name like Dougie or something like that. He was like, "Chill, bro, chill." It was funny, man. Yeah. Doug is a good show. Hey Arnold, one of my favorites watching that I'll watch growing up too.
Yeah, it's called Doug's First Movie. That's when that swamp monster was in there, like whatever it was, some kind of monster. But it was after, like you said, when Disney took over. Disney made a movie.
That's such a Disney thing to do.
Yeah,
that leads me to
we're not making episodes. We're gonna turn it into a movie and just make some money off of it.
My favorite Disney cartoons is Kim Possible.
Yeah, I fool with that heavy.
They coming out with I think they coming out with a live action movie. It's trash, bro.
I don't want to see it.
It's trash. And
I'm over it, bro.
Proud Family though. Proud Family was hard, bro.
They need to make an action movie.
They need to
make a live movie of that one.
They need to start that whole series back up. Honestly,
it's just some, and it's not because, and I want to clear the air on this. It's not because Proud Family was black. That's not why I'm like so down for them making a movie of that. It's because some shows just don't need to be turned into movies, bro. It's just because I feel like it'll be corny. It'll be super corny. Like if Kim Possible was a movie, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be corny because, like, think about the bad guy and how he sounds. Like if that was an actual guy, it's gonna remind you of Spy Kids. Spy Kids was cool, but it's gonna feel like I'm watching Spy Kids all over again because it's gonna be like the corny bad guy. Oh, so this is what we'll do. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna feel, yeah, man. Now if they did it, they could make it fun. Now if they switch it up and do like what they did with Power Rangers, I still haven't seen the Power Ranger movie.
Oh my god!
But you saw how they didn't.
My god,
they got it like they made Power Rangers.
We ending this episode right now.
Like now,
we going to watch Power because that movie is fire.
I need to see it, man. But like if they do like they did that, Power Rangers was something that was recreated. It was taken away from the Kia slow motion Kia, and like if they kept that into today's time, people wouldn't watch it. They'd be like, man, get this trash movie out of here. But they transformed it to a future, like the way times are now.
Yeah,
their transformation is fire. It's futuristic. It's like, yo, that's the times we in right now. We want to see transformations like that.
Yeah,
like real legit fighting.
Yeah, like
that looks good.
That Kim Possible movie would be fire if it came out when Kim Possible was actually out. Yeah, in my opinion,
back in Spy Kids times. Like
yeah.
Back when they came out, were they Disney?
Spy Kids?
Were they Disney created?
No, I think it was DreamWorks. Okay, it was produced by DreamWorks. I think.
I fooled with Spy Kids. They were pretty cool, but it wasn't a cartoon. So back to cartoons. So let's talk about some more of your cartoons. Talk about classics,
Proud
bro.
Family.
Tom and Jerry.
Man, no, bro. We're going to get to Tom and Jerry. But I need to talk about Proud Family. For the culture.
Go ahead, man.
For the culture. Okay?
Go ahead.
One of the few animated, predominantly African-American. Let me reword this. I'm not rewording it. I'm not wording it right.
Go ahead.
Okay, so
what you got for me?
Proud Family was one of the few cartoons that had a predominantly African American cast, along with Little Bill, which is another fire cartoon I love while watching up. I love while growing up. I love watching while growing up. Help me. But yeah, Proud Family, bro, dog. Like, I mean, you don't see that a lot nowadays. Like, our people being presented as a whole family, positive,